going on, everybody? Welcome back today for another video. My name's Stevius, and boys, today this is a special video. We are talking about Destiny 2 and how much we really need Destiny 3. But first up, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Consider hitting that subscribe button, smash that like button. We're trying to get this channel to our first goal, which is 500 subs. But without further ado, let's dive right into it. Some of you watching today's video might be fellow content creators, YouTubers, what have you. Some of you might not do anything like that and just watch videos. But either way it goes, it doesn't make a difference. The reason why I point that out is if you're familiar with making videos at all, a lot of YouTubers will have a script. Sometimes they'll have notes, they'll have whatever, so that they have a good video. Today's video, I don't need it because I have such strong, passionate feelings about today's topic. Today, we are going straight off the cuff, baby. So let's just address the elephant in the room, shall we? Why don't we have Destiny 3? And before anyone says it, let me just go ahead and stop you right there, because the developers have said that it's not in production, it's not in development. No one's considering it. We're focusing on the free-to-play Destiny 2 model where we're going to put out expansions twice a year and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm fully aware of all of that. And if you want my honest opinion, I think it's a lie and I think it's a crock of shit. Anyone watching this video or listening to what I'm talking about, have you played Destiny 2 lately? When was the last time that you hopped into this game? The reason I ask this is because if you're a new player, right, and you hopped on Destiny 2 today, you would have no fucking clue what's going on. Not even a little bit. And why is that? Because the game is so fucking big that they've sunsetted the campaign, put it in the vault, and like one or two of the DLCs that came after that, maybe even 3. And you can't play any of the shit anymore. And the only way that you can even catch up with the story is to go find some YouTube content from somebody else who posted the shit like 10 years ago. There are so many topics that you could talk about in the entire gaming space as far as controversial topics go, whether it's battle passes, skill-based matchmaking, pay-to-win, cosmetics, or whatever it is that, people argue about, but nothing pisses me off more than the fact that I paid $60 for a damn game that I can't even access. Which really leads me to the next point, the onboarding process for anybody who wants to try this game out. It's just ridiculous. It's insane. I had taken several years off from Destiny 2 and I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back. And I didn't take any time off because I felt like the game sucked or because I wasn't, enjoying it. I like video games. I don't hate any one game, so to speak, but I really like video games and I like a lot of games. I don't just play one game over and over and over again. Time is limited. You can't play everything. So you got to put your time where you have time to do stuff, right? My first go round with Destiny 2, I think I picked a Titan. I was like, you know what? Let's come back. Let's start from the beginning. I'll try out like a Warlock. Let's go with that. Make my character, load into the game, and boom. Totally confused, have no idea what's going on. And like I said, I can't even imagine what this feels like if you have no clue, how to go forward. I mean, no wonder they made Destiny 2 free to play. You'd have to. There's no way you could charge for that experience. Not only that, look at the engine this game is running on. We are like not that far at all. I mean, we're probably, it's 2025 right now. We're about to be in 2026. We're probably going to start hearing about the PlayStation 6 next year. If not next year, definitely in 2027. We're going to be hearing about it relatively soon though. And we are playing a game that came out on PS4, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be. I want to say that it was available on PS3. No, that was Destiny 1. So, but either way, it came out on PS4, and we got about to have the PS6 here, and this game looks fucking archaic. It really does. There is so much of a graphical overhaul that is desperately needed in Destiny that I can't put words to describe how bad it's needed. One thing that they could do especially is the whole concept of how it's handled with loot. Prior to Destiny and that game, The Division, I had never played a game where you had to farm loot. It was not just a game that I'd really played before. I'd played so many other games, but these two games, I started playing them pretty much at the exact same time and had no concept of finding loot and making builds or anything to that effect. If you were someone who played today Destiny 2 and then you also played The Division 2, you would have no concept of how good the gear was that you were finding unless you went through the mechanics of Destiny 2 to see what an exotic was, to see, the different things, whatnot. Where in the Division 2, you find a piece of exotic, this bright beam of red light is shooting to the sky, obviously telling you that you found something special. Destiny 2 needs these kind of upgrades. They can't have a game that just caters to the people who are invested into the concept of games like this. And also, just my personal preference, I would love to see a game like Destiny look like Anthem. I mean, I think that would be pretty freaking cool. That was the only good thing about Anthem, was that it spectacularly was just visually, orgasmic. It was amazing the way that it looked. It was like Destiny on crack. I've given a lot of reasons today as to why we need Destiny 3, why it's time to put, Destiny 2 behind us. And honestly, if I listed off every single reason out there, we'd be sitting here talking for 20 minutes, at least. The latest expansion for Destiny 2 came out this last July. And for those of you who don't know, that was the Edge of Fate expansion. Had a whole lot of new mechanics in it. Some people were even saying it's like they made a whole new game. If you haven't seen it, you should go look at the comment section in the trailer on the main channel for Destiny, where they revealed that. It was either there or IGN. People were shredding the comments of like how bad they were not enjoying it. The player count on Steam has dropped to like on an average day of like 25,000, where recently, not that many months ago, it was like at 60 or 70,000. That's a big deal. If I was just taking a temperature gauge based off of that alone, people are not currently happy with this game. I have another point that I want to point out here. We're going to circle back to the thing that I stated in the very beginning, that I personally don't believe them when they say they're not working on Destiny 3 or even considering it. I put this question into Google: would Destiny be considered a major franchise? And what AI Overview said was, yes, Destiny can be considered a huge gaming franchise due to its record-breaking launch, high sales, widespread player engagement, and lasting impact on the games as a service model. Through opinions on its long-term iconic status can vary. It set historical benchmarks for new IP launches and continues to be a major player in the FPS MMO space. Also to note that the original Destiny achieved the biggest new video game franchise launch in history, bringing in over $500 million in the first 24 hours to the first week. So you mean to tell me that this game makes that kind of money and they're not even considering making a third one? Honestly, Destiny 3 would solve all the problems. It really would. You would have the onboarding would be there. It would be a new experience. It would feel fresh. You would have the graphical update. It would give them a chance to reestablish how things are going to operate. The whole idea about the game being a 10-year game or whatever it was originally, it shows that it doesn't work. It can last for a little while, but when you have to start sunsetting content, it's time to pack it up and evolve. Not only that, technology advances and evolves. You got to keep up with the time so that the game is fresh and looks fresh. So my question is this. You've got this game, right, Bungie? You've got Destiny 2. You've got all these people that love it. You've got this franchise that makes millions and millions and millions of dollars. When everybody stops playing it, what are you going to do? You going to just like ignore what everybody else wants and just let the whole thing go by the wayside? Or are you going to make a new game? I know Sony didn't spend billions of dollars on this company so that it could not make money, because at the end of the day, this is a business, right? Last time I checked, the whole point of having a business was to make money. I don't know. I could go on for hours about this topic. This is the one game that really just drives me nuts because I do love it so much. I don't really have any real complaints about Destiny 2 as far as the game itself. Me personally, I'm a very easy person to please. It's not hard to make me happy. I like so many different games, it's not even funny. It's just, to me, when I look at this game and the potential that it has, it makes absolutely no sense why it's not even a conversation as to why we don't have Destiny 3 on the way. But guys, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to know your thoughts on today's video. Do you want a Destiny 3? Do you care? Are you happy with Destiny 2? Whatever you're feeling, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. But guys, that's all I've got for today. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me at Stevious Gaming on Instagram, or you can look in the description of the video. You can find my handle and you can follow me on X. If you enjoyed today's video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And this is your boy, Stevious, signing out, and I'll see you on the next one.